Hello, welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to go over our night routine. Now I will say that sometimes things look a little different from night to night, but overall this is our basic routine. The only exception with this night is it was also our bath night. We do bath nights twice a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, so that is added in. But one of the things I do every single evening is I make sure all the bottles are washed for the next day. I was doing this very religiously, like watching every single bottle, my pump every single time, but honestly, that's more exhausting to keep up with. So I will usually do it first thing in the morning, all the bottles that we used in the evening and early in the morning, wash all those, and then kind of let it refill, and then do it in the evening. My night routine starts usually between 5 and 5:30 p.m., but again, it just starts with bottle washing. It's something I can do really easily. Usually baby is with my husband, or I'm wearing her, or she's in her bouncer, like during that perfect time during the day. I don't know about you guys, but the perfect time during the day for her is between like 4 and 7. I mean, honestly, she's like the best baby ever, but it's just like the perfect time where she's awake and she's super happy and she's playful. It's just like, the time when, of course, I have to be getting all the things done, but it's nice because then she can spend time with her dad too. So again, I'm going through washing all my pump parts, getting everything ready for the night, all the bottles, etc., etc. And this is just kind of how I start our night routine. Once I am done washing the bottles, then I have to sanitize. Again, this is something I do twice a day, in the morning and in the evening, just because I like to have everything super fresh for the next day, but then also so I can utilize bottles in the evening as well. I only have about 10 bottles, and it's just because I know we'll be rotating through them. We specifically like the Dr. Brown's is because we did have a NICU baby. She was born at 36 and 3, so she spent about a week in the NICU. And, they gave us education on the Dr. Brown's, the Tommy Tippy, and the Avent bottles. And we just chose to use the Dr. Brown's because it's what we had on hand. We preferred them. I don't know. Again, it's more so because we had them on hand at the house. So, and then we preferred them once we started using all three, and she seemed to prefer them too. So now I'm putting my pump together because the next thing I do once I have the sanitizer all figured out and stocked, I go ahead and I pump for the evening. Now I am exclusively pumping, but our baby also takes formula because she was born early. She was born very small at only 5 pounds. She did lose weight being in the NICU. She just had a lot going on that she is being formula fed. And it's really actually great for me because I do feel like I have I shouldn't say low supply, but for her need, I do feel like I have less than what she needs. So typically between this time, a mom will pump between 2 and 3 ounces, and their baby eats between 2 and 4 ounces, depending on kind of where they are. And I typically do pump that. However, because she was kind of force fed in the NICU a little bit, because that's kind of what happens. They, are tube fed, et cetera, that I feel like I don't have enough for her, but she does have formula, so she is gaining weight. Then I go ahead and fill my Stanley cup because I like to keep this with me at night so everything stays nice and cold. Don't forget about yourself, Mom. You should be part of your night routine, and you'll see that here in my night routine as well. Then I go upstairs, and we do have a bunch of these caddies all over the house, which I really love them. I will actually link all of my favorite baby things down below, so make sure you check things out. Plus, bonus, I know Amazon Prime Day is tomorrow and the next day, depending on when you're watching this. There'll be a lot of sales, so go ahead and check out a lot of my favorites. I'm a Huggies girl. You can like whatever diaper and wipes that you like. It's just personal preference because I feel like that's why there's so many different companies, so it's just what I like. But I go ahead and I stock the diaper carrier, the accessory carrier. This is something that I try to do nightly to make sure it has everything we need. An extra pair of jammies. We have diapers, burp cloths, wipes, everything. So at night, I'm not rummaging around and searching for these things because obviously I use them throughout the day. Like I said, tonight is bath night, so I went ahead and got out our nightly jammies. And the additional thing that I put out here is the nail file. I usually do the nail file twice a week. I love it. I will have it linked down below. It is by Haka, and it's amazing. Highly recommend spending $17 on a nail file so you never accidentally clip your baby's fingernail too short. I will also link my portable pumps down below. They are less than $50. Fingers crossed they're going on sale for Amazon Prime Day for even cheaper. And I am pumping as I'm going throughout my night, and I love that. So I don't have to be like stationary. I can move, and I'm obsessed with that. I went ahead and set everything up for bath. I love putting a bath towel down so that way I can wrap my baby so she stays nice and warm. And also this Frida Baby cradle cap brush set, by far the best thing in the entire world. We have not had to deal with anything with cradle cap because of this, and I love it. All right, so moving on, time for some mom time. Again, as soon as I'm finished with my night pump, I go ahead and get ready and do all of my skincare. Again, taking care of myself is part of my night routine. That is a focus even with a newborn. I think it's really important to focus on yourself postpartum, to not lose yourself. I talk about this all the time in my videos. You can check out the videos I have linked in this video if you want to see more on how I am filling my own cup as a new first-time mom. But of course, my skincare is important, and so is taking care of me. And of course, I have got to put deodorant on because postpartum comes with, the night sweats and the BO and all of those things that are not glamorous, but it is part of just what it is. I also make sure I brush my teeth, change my jammies, and then I am ready to go right before I start bath, so that way I can have a comfy, cozy night and be relaxed and ready for everything that is about to happen, because of course there's like feeding and changing, but I love the nighttime cuddles that come after a bath. I bought these jammies for wearing at the hospital after I had my baby, and they were the best thing I could have ever purchased, so I'll make sure I link them down below. Since I was finished pumping, I went ahead and got that milk set aside so she could have that for her next bottle. And then I went ahead and got bottles ready. Now, these are not all that she eats. This evening, she actually only woke up at 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. after going to bed at 7 p.m. I thought she got the best night's sleep this night, but I go ahead and get bottles ready in case she needs formula in the middle of the night. We have them ready to go, but also so that way we have some ready for the next morning. It just makes mornings easier when you think about like, hey, this is something I can do to help with the next day. And then again, the routine starts the next morning, kind of very, very similar. I do my morning skincare routine. I do the bottle washing, the bottle sanitizing, all of those things, getting baby dressed. So it's kind of like in reverse, but I absolutely love it. Thanks for being here for my night routine. I hope you enjoyed the timestamps and the voiceover. See you next time. Bye-bye.